threat to her angelic aspirations. So far, she's nominated Emma 4 weeks out of 5, including last week, for cutting her off and making her feel insignificant. But does she also see Emma as her greatest threat? Let's cross to the diary room and see who Rebecca feeds to the nomination lions.
Rebecca.
Big Brother.
For 2 points, who do you nominate as your biggest threat to winning Big Brother and why?
For 2 points, I'm going to nominate Emma. The reason why is there's obviously alliances being formed in the house. There's 2 distinct groups. I'm sort of on the outer, and she has directly influenced the way people see me, and that's been mentioned to me by people who have said that they have been influenced and they change who they are and change how they interact with me. And that...
Why is she a specific threat to you, though? You've survived an eviction.
I know that I've survived an eviction, but the fact is that she, even though I've survived by the public vote, she is trying to change how people within the house look at me, which means that I'm under, I guess, greater vulnerability, because they're going to look at me the same way, change how they interact with me, and potentially put me up for nomination. And I find that that's quite threatening. And because she has that power and that ability within the group, that can limit my experience in here and limit my time in here.
Accepted. For 1 point, who do you nominate as your next biggest threat and why?
I beg my pardon. For 1 point, I'm nominating Travis. Just because he is he gets along with everybody in here. He is such a laid-back, easygoing, wonderful person, and I think if anybody was to last the distance without people, you know, wanting to point the finger or wanting to put him up for nomination, he would be the person that they would least likely vote for. And I believe that. I believe, because I wouldn't want to vote for him, that the same thing for everyone else. So I think that that's why he is the greatest competition, because you literally wouldn't want him to leave.
Accepted. That is all.
Thanks.
All right, she just scraped through. Nominating Emma yet again. That's 5 times in 6 weeks. Is that correct, Big Brother? I think it's something like that. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. So now, let's go over to our specialists. Now, Susanna, what are your opinions of those recent nominations?
I think Emma is so concerned about Daniela knowing what she's like from the outside. If she was so if she hadn't have been behaving so badly, why would she be concerned and think that she was a threat? Am I making sense?
Almost.
What I'm trying to say is when Emma's saying, oh, Daniela has seen what I'm like from the outside, she's come in and now she's making friends with other people who are more popular, Emma must have some idea that she's not so popular from the way she's behaving. She must know that what she's doing is wrong by bitching about people behind their back.
But I don't think she's saying that she only has information about Emma. She's saying that she has information about all of the household and the politics of the household. So she's coming in with much more of a kind of aerial perspective, and she can see who to work against who and who not to. So it's not, I don't think it's just her attitude towards Emma. But Emma seems to have taken a thing for Daniela. I do wonder if those people have adjusted their votes accordingly, but Big Brother is all-knowing and all-seeing, and he has decided that they were acceptable nominations. So let's have a look now at the tally. There is still only 1 paid, but we have a few more people up there. Travis, who's up on 7 because he's such a great bloke. Daniela is now on 6 for various reasons, too numerous to even mention. Emma is on 3. Andrew is now on 2. He looked like he was a shoo-in, but now he's on 2. Jamie is on 2 and Alicia is on 1. Many of them up there because they're just terrific people. Now, after the break, I am a rock Travis. Last week, I was temporarily all over the shop, Jamie, and I am what I am, Daniela, bravely dive into the diary room disarray.
But I feel like a bloody Romo. I've come here telling you every week that the joint's full of Romos, and now I'm one this week.
Travis, what is a Romo?
Oh, look, they're like Romeos. I've been selected to be a Romo for the week, and I will Romo it all the way until the end. Like, you know, Romeos, like, and Juliets, they're sort of, they're like, they parade around. I've been Romoised. They like, look at me, you know, all glammed up, like, you know what I mean? Am I allowed to wear the Romo shades in here or not? But that's fine, I don't have any problems with that, it's just not what I'm like. Do you think I look like a Romo, Big Brother?
No.
Oh.
Welcome back to Big Brother's live nominations. I'm here with last night's evictee, Susanna. Now, we have had some people leave the house and say, well, one in particular, say that he was a little bit annoying the way that Travis talks, you know, adding an O on the end of every word. Did you find it annoying?
I loved it, but I had to get a translation half the time, like bummos or something, or eggs. Yeah, go figure. I don't
Oh,
get
really? So it's like a different language?
Yeah, it's like a totally different... It's a Travisism.
Yeah, fair
It's a new
enough.
word.
Yeah, he's winning them and you are too. Fair enough, but he's right at the top. Because he's such a popular guy, he's got a lot of nominations tonight. Now, so far, 7 housemates have nominated and there are 5 more yet to go, all under Big Brother's directive that this week they must nominate only for threat or competition. So next up is our Romo, Travis. Now, over the past few weeks, he's proved himself to be a real Renaissance man, truck driver, Romo, and more recently, it would seem, amateur geologist. So last week he stoned Jamie for inconsiderately ignoring his chores and rocked Rebecca because he thinks she has a split personality. Now the question this week is, will he again delve into his pet pebble collection to make his nominations? And if so, who will he pelt?
Travis,
Big Brother, how you going?
for 2 points, who do you nominate as your biggest threat to winning Big Brother and why?
I find this bloody tough because I never thought I was going to even vote strategically. I told you the whole way through it I wouldn't. Okay, let's do it. 2 points, I'm going to have to go for Big Rock Thomas. I find him, like, he's a good-looking bloke. He's known as the ultimate human in the joint. He's rich. He seems like a bloke that would be, like, he's a nice bloke. He's always happy and cheery, and I just thought probably he would be a good bloke to win.
Why would he win over you specifically?
I don't know, he's a bit more of a Romo man, and I think people like that. Like, I'm just a normal bloke. I don't really worry about how I look. So I'm more just natural, and I think people sometimes like are appealed to that really style of, like, the people that look good. And I think that maybe if you look good, people might think that you are good, so I don't know.
You don't think you look good?
No, I reckon I'm pretty bloody ordinary in here. I reckon I'm amongst a bloody... I'm a bit of a... amongst... I tell you what, I'm bloody amongst it in here, Big Brother. I don't really... I'm a truckie amongst bloody... I feel like I'm on the set of bloody Bolds and Beautifuls.
Accepted. For 1 point, who do you nominate as your next biggest threat and why?
Okay, next threat. Out comes the rock again. This rock has an invisible shield around it, as you might see. And this rock is known as Zoran. Because Zoran seems to keep dodging bullets because he has been up 3 times now and he has never been evicted. So therefore I see Zoran as being a big threat. He's been up 3 times, he's got an invisible shield around him so he can't get evicted. So he's a big threat.
Why is he a threat to you specifically and you're running out of time?
Because he's an entertaining bloke, he can dance good, he looks good, like he's another, like Romo man, but I mean he can look, he does look good. He's a good looking bloke too, he can dance, he can sing, he's an entertaining bloke, and I think that would be a bloke that would be a good bloke.
Accepted. That is all.
Rockin'.
Daniela, to the diary room.
You got it.
Travis, don't.
Travis, go. You right, mate?
Yeah.
Daniela,
Hi, Big Brother.
for 2 points, who do you nominate as your biggest threat to winning Big Brother and why?
Okay, Travis, because I think he's got the type of personality that Australia could potentially fall in love with. He's the true blue Aussie guy. He doesn't let things get to him in the house, so he doesn't really get in anyone's way and get into arguments and stuff like that, so that would probably mean that he wouldn't get put up for nominations often. And yeah, that's it.
Why does it make him a more likely winner than you? Why is he your threat?
Because he's got that type of personality that every bloke out there could relate to, more so than myself. And so I think that means that he would, if I was up against him, say, I'd definitely imagine that he would be more popular.
Accepted. For 1 point, who do you nominate as your next biggest threat and why?
Okay, my next biggest threat for 1 point is Andrew.